Okay, this is Queen Isabella's hive. I've taken the top off. You can see that they're making comb up towards the feeder jar again. They're filling in some of these things. I'm going to have to clean all of that out. First we'll take out the beetle trap. This gives you a good close look at that. Very carefully. They put that propolis on, makes things stick, so you got to be careful not to jerk anything out, because we don't want this oil going all over the place. If I separate these frames a little bit, that'll break the seal. Should come out easier now. There we go, yeah, we're easy now. Like I said, it's got oil inside there, and if you tilt it too much, it'll spill. There we go, that's nice. Just set that over there where it's safe. And let's see what we got in here. This is the top hive body of Queen Isabella. Been a lot of activity. Now this one I brought 2 frames up. These 2 frames I brought up from the bottom a week ago, well, about 10 days ago now. They're just starting to draw comb out here. Oh, this one's got some comb on it. So they're starting out here. Just set this off to the side. Allows me to get into the rest of them. They put that propolis in every little crack, and I tell you what, it really seals it up. These things are airtight until I open them. Just starting to draw comb on this one too. Oh, they got some good comb on this side. Make sure whether that's eggs or any eggs in there or not. No, that's just ultra thin in there. These outside frames, which were my new frames, are still pretty light. They're easy to get in and out. Drawing a lot of comb on here. Again, just filled with syrup. Oh, they're capping some of this over to make honey out of. It's been in the mid to upper 90s for the last 2 weeks here in Wilmington. We've had a few afternoon thunderstorms that have really brought no relief to the heat. This suit is hot. When I've been feeding them, I don't put it on. But I'm wearing it today and I'm sweating. I got a headband on to keep the sweat out of my eyes. I learned that last time that I came out. I had so much sweat going in my eyes I couldn't, and on my glasses. Well, we got some honey here, and we got some cat brood. There's something interesting down here I gotta look at. Looks like there might be some eggs down here. They are so hard to see. They're only like 1/3 of a millimeter wide and 1 millimeter long, something like that. I have to check the book for the exact measurements, but they're small. I don't really expect to see them on these outer ones on the top. But I see there's some cat brood. See the white caps is honey and the darker caps is brood. I can see some pupa in there. Not very young ones there. Let's see, it takes a 21-day cycle. They've got to be in their teens right there. See, I forget when they cap them over. I gotta look in the book and see when it is they cap it over. I need to get those dates down. The life cycle of the bee is very important for beekeepers, and I need to start memorizing it. Well, here I'll clean up some of this excess comb. I put it over here in this cup, and they'll clean off any honey or anything that's on it. And I'll be left with pure beeswax, which is a marketable item. I think they say beeswax brings twice as much as honey. I'm really just investigating this as a hobby and as an ecological responsibility. Be a little green in my life. Wild bees, or feral bees as they're properly called, 97% of them die in the first year because they've been genetically altered through our use of pesticides. So if it wasn't for beekeepers, bees would die out, and because we medicate them and take care of them in various ways, and they're very important to the our agricultural culture, because bees are responsible for 80% of all pollination. So if you take out 97% of the bees from 80% of the pollination, we're going to be in big trouble. So this is one of the frames I brought up from the bottom 10 days ago. It's feeling kind of light. It's not filled. Oh, it's filled with a lot of brood. There's a brown cat brood there, and I tell you what, 90% of the rest of it is young larvae. Not really young, just about in between the larva pupa stage. And like I said, I got to refer to my book and get those dates. I need to have that in my mind. A lot of pollen in this one too. I'm looking for my queen, and I'm looking for eggs. It's good to see those pupas up there, larvae and pupas in this top, because that tells me that the queen has been coming up here. So that's a good thing. I am dying of the heat here. Now, my mentor refers to people as beekeepers or bee havers. Anybody can have bees, but you got to learn about them and take care of them properly to be a beekeeper, so that your bees thrive. Part of that is learning that cycle. So I need to really open up that book tonight. I'm kind of ashamed of myself that I don't have that memorized yet. I'm going to make a point of that for the rest of this week to get that memorized. See, there's bees on the comb, and they'll clean that right up so that there's no honey. If there's any eggs or pupas in there, they'll take them out. They'll clean that right out.